Holmes, what happened?
I feel deathly.
And you look it. Let me examine you. Please don't tell me that you've returned to your old habits.
Was denn? Drogen oder was?
Pupil is dilated.
Puls. Was noch?
The temperature appears to be normal. I need to concentrate and count the heartbeats.
Stoppuhr starten.
I need to concentrate and count the heartbeats. A weak pulse, around 50 beats per minute.
Das hatte ich wieder reingezogen.
But you're dying, Holmes. Your pulse rate is dropping. We need to get you to the hospital immediately.
The antidote. Give it to me.
The antidote? You mean that you're poisoned?
Oh Mann. Schon wieder was ausprobiert
Please.
oder was?
Here, drink it all. Don't tell me that you did this to yourself.
Hemlock and datura. I was compelled to.
Holmes, imagine if I'd not returned home when I did. What might have happened?
I knew that you would.
Mr. Holmes, Inspector Lestrade is here to see you.
Mr. Holmes is unable to see anyone at the moment. He is unwell.
A good day, Inspector.
Ah, Mr. Holmes, I'm glad to find you here. I need your help. This is a strange one. We have brought in 2 young bankers from the city, sons of lords, members of the chamber, and so on and so forth. They were found stranded in a rowing boat that was drifting on the Thames.
A romantic escapade with an unhappy ending, Lestrade.
What? Well, yes, they were both in the bath, but... what?
As I said,
And they were tied together.
you are lacking in imagination, Inspector.
Well, no, I'm not. Anyway, there was a banner flapping about in the boat with the RMS Oceanic printed on it and signed by the Merry Men.
The Oceanic. Isn't that the largest steamer ever built?
Yes. And these 2 young banker chaps are sons of the owners of the White Star Line, the company that built it. There are rumours of corruption.
I'm not interested in politics, Lestrade.
I'll keep it then. Here's another one that's a bit more complex and maybe to your liking. It's a murder, but we're unable to find any weapon. We haven't touched anything. It's at the Roman Baths in Strand Lane.
A murder,
Okay.
a vanishing
Das ist
weapon,
interessant.
the Roman baths. That's for us. Watson, fetch your hat.
Okay, schauen wir uns das doch mal an. Flup.
Beautiful place.
With a dreadful murder. The body of Sir Rodney Bentcliffe is still in the steam room. It has not been touched, per your usual instructions, Mr. Holmes. I shall be waiting for you here, but please hurry.
Okay.
Are you able to identify the men who were with the victim in the steam room?
Yes. The manager of the bath, Sir Gregory Pitkin, a lad from the City Council, Garrow, and an archaeologist by the name of Blinkhorn. I think the plump one, Garrow, did it. He doesn't seem right in the head.
Well, we shall see. You found no murder weapon?
No, and that's why I called you. All 3 witnesses and the victim were locked in when the murder occurred, and they remained so until we got here. We even had to pick the lock to enter.
I see. Was there anyone else here? apart from those gentlemen in the steam room?
Yes, a Mr. Phillips. He was the one who called the police. He'll be able to give you more details.
Okay, lass uns doch mal mit dem Herrn Phillips reden. Wo ist er denn? Hat er sich verzwiebelt? Hallöchen. Ah, hier. Okay.
Good day to you, Mr. Phillips. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is my colleague, Dr. Watson. Would you be so kind as to answer our questions?
Certainly, sir.
Okay, was hat er so drauf, der Kollege? Leichte Falten. Penibel, okay. Schnittwunde. Lebt allein, okay. Oh Gott. Ah, die Knöpfe waren da, okay. Manchester City. Na komm, irgendwas hat er noch. Da, Zettelchen.
Please tell us the chain of events from the start of your day. Everything that you can remember. The slightest detail may be of importance.
Very well, sir. I came in at 6:30 this morning, and I opened the baths. I made sure that the room was clean, and I prepared the towels. The brazier was still burning.
There was a fire burning all night.
Yes, Sir Gregory ordered me to light the brazier yesterday. It takes some time until the room is fully heated. The gentlemen had a meeting at 9 o'clock this morning. I wanted everything to be perfect. They'd been in the steam room for 20 minutes when I suddenly heard shouting. I ran to the door, but it was closed. I couldn't open it. So I ran out to the street to call for the police. One constable came up, and then there were others, and they picked the lock. Then Inspector Lestrade came along, and he told us that nothing should be touched.
Okay. Gab's
Did you
andere
receive
Besucher?
any other visitors this morning?
No one. Until these gentlemen arrived. Sir Gregory was the first. And then, while we were discussing work details, Sir Rodney and Mr. Blinkhorn arrived, and Mr. Garrow followed.
What happened after that?
I waited until they'd all entered the steam room, then I returned to the hall. The changing room door was open, so I should hear if they needed anything.
You would have heard if someone had entered or left the steam room.
Certainly, sir. These doors make a lot of noise.
Das ist sehr interessant. Okay, am Ende des Tages sind die irgendwie alle drin gewesen und... Okay, mal kurz gucken, was es gibt.
Frigidarium.
Kommen wir da rein?
The steam room's on the other side, Mr. Holmes.
Ja, wir wissen es, aber wir wollen trotzdem hier noch ein bisschen rumgucken. Stimmt ja mit euch nicht. Exitus. Aha. Geil, ich kann hier auch gleich abhauen. Schon keinen Bock mehr auf den Fall. Okay, und hier ist das Steam Room, oder was? Okay,
These
Umkleide.
clothes belong to one of the suspects from the steam room.
Ja, und?
Clothes belonging to one of the suspects.
Ja, wollen wir nicht untersuchen, ne? Okay, ein paar Handtücher.
Expensive clothes belonging to one of the men from the steam room.
Okay, und schön Champagner. Okay, mal gucken.
Champagne for a special occasion.
Korken.
Unopened. It was intended to be enjoyed after the steam session.
Okay.
An ice bucket to keep the champagne chilled.
Nun gut. Und jetzt hier ist wahrscheinlich dann das Dampfbad. Okidoki, also 3 Typen sind noch da. Alter, was haben die mit dem gemacht?
Lord Holmes.
Ah, death with a peculiarly Roman piquancy.
Like the one you almost had an hour ago.
Let us forget about that.
Okay, wir sollten jetzt vielleicht erstmal mit den Vögelchen hier reden, ne? Ich war's nicht, ich war's nicht. Sagen alle, ich war's nicht.
It's horrible.
Blinkhorn.
I can't talk at the moment.
Okay, Blinkhorn kann schon mal nichts
I'm
sagen.
in shock. I
Pitkin.
don't want to talk.
Ja, okay,
It's horrible.
natürlich.
So Rodney is dead. Can't we speak about it somewhere else?
Okay, Garrow war's auch nicht, ne? Die können ja
The
alle nichts
brazier is
sagen.
still burning. The heat here is extreme. I will need
Okay,
something
was
to
ist das
pick
da?
up this melted metal.
Okay.
It is too hot. I cannot reach into it.
Können wir es vielleicht löschen? Oh, was ist da? Brille.
One lens is cracked, probably due to the temperature of the brazier.
Könnte sein.
These
ja.
lenses are for myopia. The wearer is short-sighted.
Okay, kurzsichtiger Typ. Tja, aber...
The brazier is still burning. The heat here is extreme. I will need something to pick up
geschmolzenes
this
Metall, ne?
melted metal.
Kann ich mir irgend so ein Messer basteln und dann da reinwerfen? Geht sowas? Man weiß es nicht. Was ist denn, wenn ich den Dampfhebel anmache? Dann wird's dampfig.
With the steam on, I'm unable to see even a few feet away.
Trotzdem interessant. Also ich kann hier rumrennen und gucken und Lucky. Man sieht ja gar nichts, ne? Also rein theoretisch kann man hier so rumlaufen, hat irgendeine Waffe dabei, killt einen und dann ist gut. Ja, okay, also machen wir mal den Dampf wieder aus. Flupp. Sehr schön. Hilft uns ja mal gar nichts. Oh, die Leiche, ey. Ah.
There was only one hit from the weapon. It pierced the right eye straight through to the brain. Death would have been instantaneous.
Alter, ey, das muss ja wohl nicht sein. Ja, die Wunde gucke ich mir jetzt nochmal genauer an. Okay. Was haben wir noch?
The wound should not have bled so profusely. This pool is rather large.
Okay, der Typ ist wohl, ich sag mal so, tot. Leiche untersuchen reicht noch nicht, ne? Blut untersuchen.
I should check this blood sample at Baker Street.
Okay. Aha, ein Schlüsselchen.
This key was covered in blood. I should ask Phillips about it.
Okay, okay, aber Leiche untersuchen ist noch nicht ready, oder was? Also, sorry, was will ich mir hier noch Schönes angucken? Der Arm vielleicht hier, ja, okay.
Look, Watson. He was
Der Ring
wearing
ist
a ring.
weg.
He very likely removed it before the steam session.
Ja, könnte sein.
Well, death is very recent. Between 30 minutes to 1 hour ago.
Okay, Leute, ey, das muss doch alles nicht sein. Sehr blutig, der Kollege. Ja, okay, das sollte wohl reichen, oder? Noch mehr? Ich kann dann noch mehr untersuchen. Was stimmt denn hier mit denen nicht?
The wound should not have bled so profusely. This pool is rather large.
Ring hatte ich schon erkannt. Okay, so, was
Some
ist jetzt
dirt
hier?
or earth. I'll take a sample. I think we have found all that we can here, taking into consideration the abysmal lighting. Constable, we have finished with the body.
We don't have many leads here.
What concerns me is that we still have to find the murder weapon.
Mr. Holmes?
Please have the body removed without disturbing anything else in the room.
All right, Mr. Holmes.
I was wondering, Holmes, it's fairly reckless to carry out a murder inside a closed chamber. Why do you suppose they did it?
There are a great many possibilities. The murderer was in a hurry, or he is an artist, or a ghost, or he wanted to ensure that I'd be brought in on the case.
Probably the latter. You are ridiculous. Do you know that?
Oh, jetzt ist er weg. Gibt es hier noch was zu sehen? Was ist das für ein Lämpchen? Okay, ich mach nochmal hier. Guck nochmal eben. Nö, ich trampel mal schon durchs Blut durch. So, ihr Vögelchen müsst aber was sagen, oder? Oh. Gitter. Aha.
The grid cannot be
Lass mal das Gitter
removed.
angucken.
The weapon is nowhere to be found.
I can't understand what happened. Am I allowed to leave?
Ja.
If you have to interrogate
Nein.
me, I'd like to be dressed properly first.
Blood traces
Oh.
wiped on the towel.
I found him. I touched his shoulder, thinking that he was just asleep.
The brazier is still burning. The heat here is extreme.
Kann ich das nicht irgendwie löschen oder sowas? Also mein Gott, die haben sich hier irgend so ein Metalldolch gebaut. So würde ich mal
The
sagen,
grid
oder?
cannot be removed.
Ja, okay. Das Grid scheinbar auch nicht. Das auch nicht. Okay, Leute, also ich gehe jetzt erstmal wieder raus. Ich würde ja gerne Shampoos mitnehmen und das da drüben löschen, aber geht wahrscheinlich nicht. Okay, komm. Die Klamotten bringen mir auch nichts, ne? Nee, also, ich gehe mal wieder raus.
Mr. Holmes, I should like to take the suspects to the yard. You can interrogate them there. Any objections?
Oh, warte mal noch, Junge. Oder?
Please wait. I need to do something first.
Ich rede nochmal mit ihm. Was sagt er? Wo war der
How many
Shampoos?
people have
Achso, ja.
keys to the
Fragen wir
steam
auch
room?
gleich.
We have just the one key for now, which Sir Gregory gave to me.
So, this morning you opened the steam room, and then?
I put the key inside my desk, but when they called, I couldn't find it. It had disappeared, but I don't know where it is.
Did you leave the baths at any time or receive any visitors?
No, sir, I did not.
Na. Ah, okay.
Did you leave the baths at any time or receive any visitors?
No, sir, I did not.
Komm, dann ist es... Steht hier, keine Ahnung.
Did you leave the baths at any time or receive any visitors?
No, sir, I did not.
Morgendliches Telegramm, woher weiß ich denn das, ey?
You are not telling the truth, Mr. Phillips. You left your work this morning, and you went to the post office, where you dispatched a telegram at around 7:30.
But how could you... No, I...
Achso, das hat er
The
natürlich
telegram was for
sorry.
someone in Manchester.
Mr. Holmes, it's I'll tell you everything. I left the baths at 7:20. My sister wrote to me yesterday, and she needed a reply, or our mother is unwell. I was away for 20 minutes, and I closed the baths on my way out.
Did you receive a reply from your sister?
No, she wasn't meant to. I just told her to pawn my old school uniform so that she could pay for the medication.
Did you check to see if the key was still in your desk when you returned?
No, I didn't. Please, Mr. Holmes, don't tell the police about this. Sir Gregory would give me the sack. I need this job.
I see. There is a bottle of champagne on ice in the changing room. Do you have any idea who left it there?
There is? Are you quite certain? I didn't pay any attention. Do you believe that it's important?
Okay, das war natürlich jetzt blöde, weil ich meine, ich habe vorher nicht gecheckt, dass das ein Telegramm war, was er da in der Tasche hatte. Aber lass uns mal rausgehen, weil wir fahren mal in die Baker Street und untersuchen das mal alles. So, Schmutzuntersuchung, Fokus. Ich muss es richtig scharf stellen. So, ne?
Selenite. Pyrite, otherwise known as fool's gold. Selenite. White clay particles. Interesting. According to the color and its composition, I deduce that this sample is white clay. Now, I need to find which area near London this sample belongs to.
Okay, white clay.
The sample of
haben
dirt
wir
belongs
gesagt?
to the
Hier, da.
White London clay region, located near the city of St. Albans.
Okay, dann nochmal schön Blut analysieren.
Let us analyze this blood sample.
So, auch fokussieren oder was?
This blood has not coagulated well. It seems very liquid. That is strange. Let us see what is inside it. Hydrogen peroxide will bring any foreign matter to the surface. I must take a pipette and place several drops of hydrogen peroxide.
Ja, Mensch, Pipette. So, wo wollen wir es denn mal hinballern? Da? Flupp.
Water. This blood is heavily diluted with water.
Okay. Tja, was bringt uns das, ne? Ich würde mal sagen, wir müssten mal gucken, mal eben kurz schauen. Tja, weiter untersuchen. Schockt natürlich jetzt nicht, ne? Schlüssel war klar, Shampoos war klar. Telegramm, ne? Das hätte ich mir mal kurz angucken sollen vorher. Das war natürlich dumm. Gut, das war egal. Die haben wir eine schöne Pfeife letztes Mal mitgenommen, die Dampfpfeife. Und wir haben die Kollegas kennengelernt hier. Ihn hier ganz neu. Okay. Wir haben ja noch die Pfeifen da hinten stehen, ne? Also ich meine, wir könnten natürlich jetzt nochmal dahin fahren. Wir haben die ja stehen gelassen, aber Lestrade gesagt, lass sie mal noch in der Therme. Mal gucken. Ich meine, jetzt lass noch mal gucken. Wir haben noch nichts hier. Also herleiten ist vielleicht gar so eine schlechte Idee. Wir haben ja gar nichts. Okay. Forget about these. Was haben wir denn hier noch? Wir haben ja jetzt gesagt, das ist der Exit. Aha, okay. Da dürfen wir wieder rein. Lestrade wartet immer noch. Und dürfen wir da rein? Ah, okay. Hey, hier dürfen wir rein.
This area serves as Sir Rodney Bedcliffe's workshop.
Okay. Das ist interessant. Tisch, was macht der da?
Tools used by archaeologists in their research.
So, Nummer 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I will need these tongs.
Ah, mit der Zange kann ich vielleicht das Eisen oder was auch immer das da war, auch das Metall, aus dem Dings rausholen. Das wäre vielleicht nicht schlecht. Die Metallplatte ist nicht von archäologischem Interesse, sondern scheint Teil von einer größeren zu sein. Okay. Hat er irgendwas super Cooles gefunden wahrscheinlich?
Archaeological findings. Old clay pots with numbers inscribed upon them.
What is this? Turn around.
A shape has been cut in the plate. What should be done with it?
Sieht aus wie eine Brücke, ne? Oder irgendwie sowas. Okay. Tisch. Mein werter Freund, ich möchte in den kommenden Monaten Pressekonferenz. Okay. Okay, bei dieser Gelegenheit oder bei dieser Pressekonferenz Lord Blackmore ansprechen. Also Bedcliffe will den Blackmore ansprechen. Was haben wir noch? Schöne Zeitung. Okay. Also er will hier schön was erzählen. Ja, also Rodney will das alles klar, will die zum Erfolg bringen, die Ausgrabung. Okay. Gut, Moment mal, da war noch eine Brille. Hallo? Ich wollte die Brille noch angucken, ihr Schweine. Nee, lassen Sie mich nicht mehr machen.
Archaeological
okay,
findings.
archäologische
Old clay
Schlammtots.
pots with numbers inscribed upon them.
Ja, und das Regal. Oh, was haben wir im Regal? Alles Schönes. Ein Kasten.
A glass plate negative is missing.
Ah, okay.
It is a glass plate
alle
negative
angucken.
of an Egyptian statue.
Ja, okay. Muss ich jetzt alle angucken?
Glass plate negatives, a remarkable method for recording ancient civilizations.
Von 1888, okay. So, Freunde, ich brauche hier noch ein bisschen mehr Zeug. Nö. Ja, wieder raus. Obwohl, ich kann eigentlich nochmal den Superblick anwenden. Superblick. Also, Nothing Spezial. Okay, gehen wir wieder raus. Ups. Und gucken hier nochmal um die Ecke. Was gibt's denn hier? Oh.
My God, are you all
Very
right?
dangerous.
I wonder how this could have happened.
Yes, it is somewhat treacherous. Fortunately, I am unscathed. To where does this corridor lead?
To the frigidarium, the coal room.
Barely unscathed and by a very small margin. And treacherous is an understatement.
Oh, sehr sauer, der Kollege.
Those stones weigh tons.
Haben wir hier
We
Trümmer?
won't move them.
It does not matter. If our investigation requires it, we shall ask for them to be removed.
Okay. Dann sollten wir mal jemanden fragen, der sich damit auskennt und den Kram wegräumt. Aber, auch wenn es jetzt komisch scheint, das machen wir natürlich erst in der nächsten Session. Also, Ari.